or another live. When girls been talking, they've been talking all day. I've gotten so many downloads and calls to get on this reading. So we'll see what comes out. Initially, I already cleared the energy. Has some royalty free music playing in the background. You can cut your sound down now. I'm gonna go ahead and, for those of you who watched the replay, something's off. Spirit divine light, I invite in positive energy. I make mute and death and dumb all monitoring spirits that will come to steal, kill, devour, and destroy. May only good things come from this reading. May no harm come to any persons across any timelines, across any dimensions from this reading. May it reach the ears that it needs to reach, and may the eyes that need to see it, see it. So be it, so be it, so be it. All right. I felt called to do that. I don't know why. All right, guys. First thing first, let me turn on the music. Hey, Alexa, volume 2. You may have been craving fruit. This may be your reading if you've been craving fruit. If you've been procrastinating but pushing yourself to do things, my ears are popping, so that's true for somebody. I'm trying to think what else other downloads I got today. Something about eating. My stomach just growled and I'm not hungry, so it's interesting. So somebody, maybe you're hungry. Okay, so initially starting off, we have the Two of Cups. A reverse. The Emperor reverse and Death in reverse. So the girls are back out. They deliberated. They talked about it, and they came back with some thoughts. Maybe you're feeling a little shaken up. Maybe you're feeling like a little nervous. My goodness, do you not want me to talk? Oh my gosh, do you not want me to talk? Okay, so the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups talks about a relationship that looks like it was forced. Or maybe you felt like it was forced. Maybe one of you guys felt like it was forced. Maybe the other one was completely in love. Maybe like feels like it's forced, but also like I want it, but I don't. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the first time. Maybe one of you guys had this first time energy in this relationship. And then we have the Emperor in reverse. My throat chakra is tight. Somebody's having a hard time talking. I don't know. So this is, again, this is a relationship type of reading. If you don't want to know nothing about your ex, then this is not a good reading for you, because this is definitely a couple, because it's been following me all day. I promise you, I'm trying to pull other cards, man. I'm even like, please stop talking about these relationships. Right, your spirit said it's dead. You heard the baby a couple years, it's dead. You guys see I'm live, okay? I can't, it's dead. So we have the Emperor. Battery, so it's dead. Apparently it's dead, y'all. Something's dead. Yeah, something's dead, right? Yep, something's dead. All right, so we have the Emperor in reverse. And this is like this masculine energy. It doesn't have to be, but there's someone in the ship that has been called to, or that is trying to release this energy of being a tyrant, a dictator, just trying to let that go. And this Death in reverse, of course, as you know, the scene when she gets hit by the bus, but I think it's interesting, you don't see her get hit by the bus, you just see Caddy like, oh no. So maybe one of you in the relationship is like, they saw it coming, they saw the bus coming, and like, oh my God, like the train wreck coming, the bus coming to hit her, because she's like, she saw her right when it hit, like right when it was happening, she called her name, you know. Also here, one of you or some of you, I don't know, is being called to fill up your own cup. Okay? You're being asked to do that. You're being asked to fill up your own cup. Because maybe this relationship, and I'm going to go slow tonight. I plan to be on here for a while because this just has been annoying me. What's up? I don't know what's up, but I'm doing a reading. All right. Enchanted love. So this relationship, one of you is an empath, and this relationship was very, very enchanted. It was a sacred bond, a divinely led God. It's very harmonious at one time, and maybe when you were in the military at some point, I don't know. Because this does give headway to that, and it looks like this might have been like the dream, like in my dream, both military person. And if they're not a military person, maybe they come off with like this, very domineering. Maybe when you come up with this domineering energy, and the other one's a very feminine. But somebody's an empath here. So this also, and this is a check-in too. I haven't dug anything. This just lets you know if you should stick around or if you want to watch the live later. This kind of lets you know. Two of Cups in reverse. So it's a lot again, it came out in two different decks, in the Mean Girls deck and the Golden Girls deck. So definitely a relationship that was a very close bond, but it's over clearly because the Death card is here. Medicine reverse. So somebody's wanting to rekindle that. But now what's coming up here now, also too, tattoo. Somebody had something significant about a tattoo. So also be your reading. You'll know if there's a significant about a tattoo. Hello, celery edits. The Emperor in reverse. So again, check in. Somebody in this relationship is letting go of this domineering energy, but they're struggling with being an individual. They're struggling with being vulnerable. It takes a vulnerable ass person to walk out the house like this. Some people be like, oh my God, what do you have on? This person clearly doesn't care how they look. But if you're struggling with individuality, that would be an issue when you're trying to be in leadership energy. That's gonna rock the boat right there. And maybe you're getting clarity on that. Maybe you're getting clarity on that someone will finally see the answers that was always right in front of their eyes. The vision's clear there. And this is, I remember when they broke up. I mean, the whole audience saw that they should have never broke up because they were so good together. But it's something about that time apart. Just let the other person see the other person. Of course, thankfully they live happily ever after. I love their love story is beautiful, which is why this is a beautiful card. And maybe that's something that you want. Maybe you're getting clarity. Maybe one of you guys has clarity now that this is my person. Like I know this is my person. But I see detached here. So maybe you're avoiding and detaching your feelings, your heart. Maybe you have some heart chakra work that needs to be done. I don't see it broken, but I see a lot of swirls. Maybe this person makes you feel super funny in your heart. Maybe you feel like so weird in there. And maybe because of that, you've detached the heart. I see that something about celebrating friends. Maybe you're feeling triggered when you're with friends or out with friends, or triggered by other girls or other women or other third parties. Take it as it resonates with the people. Third of Cups. This is a need and a desire to have a good time. Maybe that's triggering you. Something about having a good time. Maybe you were avoiding, maybe you were detached and avoiding something. I understand everything now. Maybe you're detached and avoiding something and having a good time. And that typically doesn't lead good, but we'll find out as we pull more. Stay around. We'll see what's up with that. Also, to what's coming forth in the future, what's coming forth for you. I don't like to do future readings, but when I say what's coming forth to you, like I always say, what you're what your intentions are leading you to. So whatever today, whenever you're reading this, whenever you're watching this reading, this is what the intention is leading this relationship to, you know. So take it as it resonates for you. So if this is your person, if you're a cross watcher, this is where their intentions are leading them. If this is your reading, then this is where your intentions are leading you. Take that as it resonates. You have to fit yourself in. One of you feels like they wish you could turn back the hands of time. One of you do. This relationship, again, it could be an LGBTQ plus reading. Doesn't have to be, but take that for those of you who this is. There's a desire to rekindle a broken soul contract, the soulmate. Let's come up with the number 7. So this was a balanced union at one point. Maybe you're trying to be patient. Why rush? There's no need to rush divine timing. Enjoy the journey because it is worth the wait. Something about enjoying the journey and having patience. And maybe you're waiting. Maybe you're waiting. Maybe you're waiting for something or someone or something to happen. But it looks like this something that you're waiting on is this self-care, or maybe just in general. Maybe it's not related. Maybe it's just something else, a part of the check-in. And I see the self-care that you're doing is not just taking care of your hair. Maybe you are taking care of your hygiene. Maybe it's taking self-care is doing the third eye work, like what you're doing right now. If you're watching this video, you're doing self-care. You're watching your third eye. You're having clarity, clear vision on what's going on with you. So if these are your readings, or if you watch readings and they resonate with you, that is a form of self-care, in my opinion. All right, so let's get some more information. That was like basically the check-in. I think I want to know more about what am I being led to call? I'm being called to, if you could turn back the hands of time. I think I want to clarify the detach. Yeah, let's do that. Let's clarify if you could turn back the hands of time, feeling detached. And what was the other one? Let me put these back. Okay, so I guess the other one's hiding. So I guess that's the other one was tattoo. Yeah, I guess we can clarify it. That'll be fun, just to see what comes out in that about the tattoo. Maybe there's something significant about the tattoo. I never did that before. I never asked about a particular thing. So let me see. Let's see what happens. Okay. A tattoo. A tattoo. There's something significant about this tattoo. Something about the tattoo like reveals your heart. Something about your heart and who you really are. It exposes something. Do you compare? Okay, so maybe you got tattoos because you were body shamed in the past and you were comparing yourself to other people, like maybe getting naked or being undressed. Something about like the tattoos maybe even improve your body shape or body image. It helps you come out of your shell, out of your solitude. So something about the tattoos, that is also probably more of a check-in for somebody. I don't know. Maybe Spirit wanted you to know that. That'll be significant for somebody. Detached. What's this detached? Maybe you were doing online dating, but you're like not doing that anymore. Maybe you deleted accounts, or maybe you just decided you don't want to do something. This flew out in their shoes. Maybe you're thinking about being in your other person's shoes. Like maybe you're thinking about what they're doing, and maybe you're like, I don't want to do what I think they're doing. Maybe you're avoiding projecting. That could be good. I don't know. It seems like it since it's a love reading. And you're still working on inner strength, whoever you are. You're still struggling. with inner strength and like how to build, but it seems like it's getting better. You could be losing sleep about this. Okay. If you could tell me more about this inner strength, what can they do to create more inner strength now that we have a negative thing on the board? What can... I guess what you're struggling with is being stuck on... You're not happy right now. You're not happy. You feel wounded. You're trying to protect yourself with your words. You really don't have much to say, and you seem very defensive right now because you don't have what you want. You don't have what, or so one of you doesn't have what you want. Somebody doesn't have what they want. One of the partners doesn't have what they want. One of you doesn't have what you want, and they're stuck on the star reverse on their wish fulfillment. So one of them is stuck on the wish fulfillment that they didn't get, and they're trying to come out of this broken heart space. They're trying to let go of how everything looks to the broken heart, just really trying to get over this painful ending and letting go of this ego of pretending everything's okay when it's really not. Somebody's trying to let go of pretend. Someone's ready to let go. One of you guys is ready to let go of pretending that everything's okay when it's really not. One of you could be on the internet or maybe traveling or watching the world. So it seems like there's one of you in the relationship is over how this looks to other people, and it seems like it's a good thing. Seems like it's a good thing. So there's a lesson that was learned. There's clarity about this drama triangle that was created unnecessarily. And it looks like one of you is ready to get along with everybody and to like be a happy, one big happy collective. And you're over the chaos and the nightmare and the fighting and the frustration and just going back and forth. And now you're like, you seems like you have the strength to say what you need to say and just drop the mic. And like, I'm going to say what I got to say. Yeah, I hope y'all like it. It is what it is, because you feel like this person is an empress, and one of you is coming up as an empress. Meaning one of you is coming up as, you know, very, very, maybe older, but young at heart and carefree. Maybe when you guys have like a little dog or something like that, maybe there's a significance of a dog, maybe significance like with this youthful energy, because Arjuna George's mom is like older, but she's actually acts really young. So maybe one of you guys is older, but acts really young. So something like that, or just has young energy, and not even just really old, just older, right? And maybe has money. Maybe somebody has money and maybe they're not super like loving and affectionate, but they like love taking care of their kids. You know, I don't know if I'm getting, so maybe I gotta pull some other cards for more loving. I don't know. This was coming out of this deck. Then we have a need for okay, so there's a need for accountability that's not happening, and I don't know why. What's going on with this need for accountability? There's something that needs to be said, taken accounted for, some choices that need to be made on taking accountability. And that would restore balance to this relationship if that happened. If the person took accountability, that would restore a lot of balance. Or at least begin to bring balance. I don't know if a lot, because there still would be a burden here. There's still a heavy burden here because there was a betrayal that was done. And something's like the betrayal is over with now, like whatever it is done, but there was a betrayal that was done. Okay. Let's see. Because of codependency. So maybe one of you had codependence nature. And this card in this deck is obviously very sick. Obviously, we know who this is in the deck. He was with underage girls, right? Big devil. So maybe this devil energy was super big for you guys in this connection. Maybe something, when I said this devil, this codependency. Maybe it was just like you were okay doing what you were doing until you got caught. Like maybe you knew exactly what you were doing was wrong. Or maybe one of you guys knew exactly what you were doing was wrong, but still did it anyway. Maybe there's a need to fit in with the crowd that you didn't belong to. And now it doesn't seem like you're wanting to do that anymore. One of you doesn't want to do that anymore. Somebody doesn't want to do that anymore. Then we have the 10. Sorry, yeah. 9, yeah. Sorry. Oh, am I saying that wrong? Yeah, 9. Yeah, 9. 9 of flames. Lots of embarrassment. Lots of embarrassment, but there's a need for you to still show up anyway, maybe. In this handicap energy, maybe you're emotionally handicapped. Tell me more about this showing up like wounded and like you're the persecutor. Like so in the drama triangle, if you look up the Karpman drama triangle, I've been talking about in my last few lives, Karpman, Karpman drama triangle. She would be the persecutor. She would be the persecutor. She's the one who doesn't value anyone else's opinion but her own. She cares about her standards, her opinions. That's you should do this, someone should do that. Expectations, black and white thinking, jumping to conclusions, magnifying, minimizing, all those things. So one of you is coming up here is doing some of that Regina. One of you is coming up with this Regina George energy, and she needed to apologize. She was rude. That would be justice. Say something about don't go. Maybe one of y'all shouldn't have went. Maybe there's something. Maybe someone shouldn't have gone. Maybe somebody should have stopped. Maybe someone should have done that. All right. So it looks like one of you turned your back on something that was very sweet, very beautiful, very loving. It could have been the masculine in the connection. Doesn't have to be. Take it as it resonates. And focus on business. The sweet part, I was asking about the sweet. What is the sweet part? The sweet part was the best part. The sweet part here. Someone turned their back on the best part. And now there's a desire to communicate. And get some sexual healing. And you want to do this with your soulmate? So your soulmate, you want to communicate with your soulmate, and you have sexual healing, and that was the best part of your, this is a big, wow. So Spirit's calling you to make a move. Somebody needs to make a move. All right, Spirit, what's going to happen next in this connection? What's going to happen next in this connection? Someone has a deep knowing, but they're not waking up. Something's there's gonna be some type of exploration. I'm gonna clarify that. What else is gonna happen? I saw this here at the top. I wasn't gonna take it, but I decided to take that shadow work. So shadow work is gonna happen. What else is happening? No, what else is happening? What else will happen with this connection? Maybe you will say you love them. Maybe I love you. Or just he walked up and told me I love you. So a deep knowing. What's about this deep knowing? What will happen with this deep knowing? Okay. Somebody's not ascending yet. I don't know why. But someone's still in this energy of still being asleep, still not ascending. And my left arm just started to hurt really bad. Okay. And my battery just died. Someone's just not ascending. Explore. Someone wants to explore something with the doctors came out earlier. So again, one of you guys could be in the healthcare field. This doctor. Could be the feminine. Shadow work. Shadow work. Tell me more about the shadow work. The shadow work is President Barbie. Something about shadow work. Maybe something about feeling inadequate to this person. Maybe when you guys feel inadequate, maybe don't feel as important anymore. Maybe you're struggling with being taught. Maybe someone's struggling with being taught something. Or maybe someone's struggling teaching. Maybe someone struggles with being a teacher. Maybe someone struggles being taught. This person makes it crystal clear. This crystal Barbie. Something makes it very clear and does it beautifully, mind you. What's going on? Tell me more about this crystal clear Barbie. Maybe they make it crystal clear. Whatever this is you love to indulge in, and that awakens you. Maybe something about their knowledge awakens you. Something about them teaching you wakens you up. Oh, them teaching you wakes you up. Oh, okay. Well, then that doesn't make sense then. Why would you have been taught earlier? What's keeping them from being, what's keeping them from this deep knowing? Then if you like, I don't understand then. If you like how they teach you, then why are you still asleep? They're your life partner. But they don't play. Something about they don't play. Playtime's essential. Oh, they don't play. Oh, because they don't play. Oh, you must play. Devotion. Dedicated partner whose love is unconditional and eternal. So maybe you feel devoted to them as a life partner. Or maybe they felt devoted to you, but something about somebody's playing games. Spirits that have faith. I don't know who that was for. All right. Tell me more about this playfulness. I don't understand. Why y'all upset about people playing? Okay. Or not playing. No, I'm not playing. Looks like you play too much for these readings. Oh, they weren't playing when they ended something. Oh. There was a standstill. Okay, so there was no forward movement. Maybe, yeah, you didn't go in towards a direction. One of you guys didn't go in towards the direction. So it looks like somebody said goodbye. Somebody ended the relationship, and then someone didn't make any movement. Someone just, like a dead car, like it wouldn't crank up or something, just dead. Because that would have been work. Somebody would have to do work. And you were done thinking. Somebody was done thinking. Yeah, you didn't want to go in that direction anymore. You were done thinking, you weren't done direction. So they ended it, and you said you didn't want to go in the direction anymore. And so the King of Cups, so you became the King of Cups. So you took this beautiful cup, and what did you do with the cup? You went, where'd you go? So you took this relationship, this love, and you didn't go away. You didn't go towards calmer waters. What'd you do? You went slowly toward, okay, so you didn't go towards calmer waters, but you did go towards, you went towards nothing, towards no direction. You went towards whatever choices you had. You didn't like them. You didn't want them. It was imbalance. It wasn't. It was imbalance. And you didn't want that judgment. You don't want that judgment. Oh shit! My cards fell, and then it was on top. the devil. You want to let go. You want to let go of the devil. When did you decide? Now you want to let go of the devil? Oh, you want to let go of the devil and you want to return. You want to stop. Whatever you're doing, you want to stop doing. You want to let go of the devil and you want to return. What else? And you want to mend the broken heart. You want to take all the swords out and do what? What happens when the swords come out? Come on, Spirit. Tell me what happens. What did the collective want when the sword comes out? I'm going to slow things down. You want to slow things down because of confusion with this union, this marriage, this partnership, this union, divine union. Okay. Tell me more about this Two of Swords. Okay. You want to go in slow because there's confusion and there's injustice that has happened. Tell me more about the slow. You want to go slow because that would be good. That would be really, really good to go slow in this marriage. Because with this marriage, because this person is not being nurturing towards you or loving towards you or open towards you or giving you wisdom. And that's fair. Something about that being fair. I don't know what is fair. But fill your own cup up, because I think you might have been using this person to fill, yes. You might have been using this person to fill your own cup up, the voids that you have in your self-attachments. So there may be a need to fill yourself up. Tell me more about this attachments. Security. Security. Maybe people or things, people bring security to you, being in your energy. Tell me more about getting to know each other. Maybe you're wanting to get to know. Maybe you're really wanting to get to know the person. In this movie, they broke up and they came back together at the time apart. And they start getting to know each other again from a different space. Because they met and it didn't go out so good the first time. And you feel like that will give you your harvest if you do it that way. All right, so Spirit, Divine White Light, tell me what the collective can focus on now moving forward. Since we kind of know that what you want to happen. What is your guidance? What should you be doing per your angels, ancestors, and guides? What should you be doing? What should you be doing? Per your angels, ancestors, and guides, what should the collective be doing? You should be believing. Spirit says believe. You need to have faith. Faith is, if you're here and you're watching this, then you do believe, so have faith. Angels in the universe. I love this card, Angels in the universe. This is a really great card because it talks about everything. It's like, I'm like the God card, right? Like the universe. So this is like God himself saying, if I was to pick a card, like this is the God card. This would be the card that says, I got your back. So that's literally, as if he said, forget angels and ancestors, I got you. My stomach just got hot. So this is coming from, like, you know, whoever you consider to be your divine person. Angel of wisdom, exactly. Maybe God is giving you wisdom through tarot. Maybe God is giving you wisdom through reading, podcasts, books, through people, all types of ways God sends messengers. Angel of positivity. You have to start thinking positive, so positive will happen. Maybe in the angel of the night sky too. Spending time at night looking at the stars is a great, maybe you do that already. Maybe you talk to God at that time. Maybe something significant about that. Maybe you talk to God at night yourself. Maybe it's something that you do. There's a need for you to think positive, think positive, and positive will happen. Looks like there's light at the end of the tunnel. So whoever you are, maybe you feel like you're going through a dark tunnel and you don't know the way out. But Spirit says, and God says, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I really see in this wisdom card, there's a need for you to read. If you're not a reader, maybe listen to audiobooks, listen to podcasts, do something to feed your spirit with wisdom. Start listening to things with wisdom. That's what you're being asked to do. And angel of happiness. Maybe you're not happy right now. So maybe when you're praying, ask for happiness. Ask for your angels to send happiness to you. I think that'll be helpful. Let me see. Hey, I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm almost done. All right, I'm going to pull a little bit. This is a little angel tarot, but I feel called to do that. So how can they focus on positivity? You can focus on positivity by the Four Swords, which talks about resting. The mission protects against slander and impetuous people. So maybe you worry about what people will say about you, slander you, if they knew the truth about who you were. But you're being protected with that. If you're choosing light, of course. Universal medicine, elevation to soul, and revelation of mysterious God's impeccable secret. So you're being protected by I'm gonna watch you. Okay. You're being given universal medicine, and I do feel like the medicine that you're being given, look at the brain. I mean, it says brain, they look like brains, they're not brains. But they're crowns, right? They're like the corner of someone's head with the blade. What is that? And the Nine of Wands. Okay. So there's a protection energy. There's and not just any type of protection. It's like a fiery hedge of protection that's being around you. Spirit's giving you divine medicine. So whoever you are, you're probably getting downloads or seeing a lot of things like this. Preservation, success, and conflict. So what was this relationship? There's a spirit of Archangel Michael. And I love that Michael's coming through, who is like God, preservation, success, and conflict, overcoming adversity. And that's who I was praying. That's why when I say praying to, when I was praying, I asked for his assistance, Archangel Michael. And so the fact that he came up in the reading is a confirmation for me, and should be a confirmation to you, that you are definitely being protected, for sure. And I love that. Like unto God. So I remember I talked about spiritual core earlier. Political authority gives safe travels and protects you against corruption. So maybe, not even maybe, you're being protected against corrupt people. So maybe you found out who people were. Maybe you found out corruption, and you're being protected from that. Yep. Yeah, this came in reverse, though. You were not being protected from liars and evildoers and spells and secrets. So when you were in it, and maybe you're worried about that, and so Michael was like, hey, this is why you're in spiritual court. I think you're being told right now, because this came in reverse, so I don't want to bust anybody's bubble. I'm going to pull some more to make sure I'm not lying to you. I want to scare you. That the desire for knowledge protects from liars, evils, and spells and bad spirits. It came in reverse. That means that you were not protected. And this came next to Archangel Michael. Both of the Michaels out here telling you, hey, you not protected from the spell work. So when I say spell work, are people talking to you, lying to you, trapping you, gaslighting, manipulating you, that is spell work. I don't know why people don't believe me, but it is spell work, okay? So if you have been in karmic situations, dealing with people who you know you shouldn't deal with, you have not been protected. You are an open vessel. They can do anything they want because you're unprotected. If you do that, makes one passionate towards God. A great, excellent God. 8 of Wands. Okay. You are being propelled fast towards the Most High. I mean, your healing is you probably feel like your eyes are opening so fast and rapid speed of your understanding. It's because you're being greatly exalted. That means angels are truly opening your eyes.
I love you.
I love you. We have a lot of Michaels coming on the board. God defending, deflecting evil, healing capacity, protection, weapons, safe and travel. There must be something about travel that you're trying to think about traveling or going towards, because you've been given a lot of protection to do this traveling. The travelings aren't coming in reverse. The spell word was. So spirit is trying to heal something. You're being protected if you travel. If you're traveling, you're being protected with travels. Where is the collective on their way to? What should they be traveling to? What direction should they be moving to? Where they traveling to in spirit? And my ancestors just start popping and going crazy right now. I don't know if you can hear it. They pop it. I've never heard my incense pop ever. And I burn incense all the time. I never hear them pop. That's crazy. They're literally pop, 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 pop. And this card fell out and it's barely hard to pick up. Oh my goodness. That means you're probably struggling with this clarity. So you're traveling towards clarity. You're moving towards clarity. Whether that's physically or otherwise. You're struggling. Yeah, go ahead. You're struggling with building the future. The one of the keepers, your love life is ascending to the next level. So this came in reverse. So maybe you're struggling with clarity on how to build a future with this person or the situation. And again, you may have a need to take accountability. Someone needs to take accountability for their actions. And maybe you, your partner, or both of you acknowledge the efforts of your behavior. Behaviors allows you to move forward. I told you the drama triangle is how you stay out of it. Same thing here. This one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. But again, this was in the reverse. So maybe you're struggling with clarity on how to do that. There's some exciting news that's happening very soon. All right. You got my attention now, Spirit. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to find out what this exciting news. There's this accountability card. I'm going to clear it. Somebody wants to make a phone call. Somebody wants to take accountability. This keeps coming out. So obviously, we need to talk about it. What was the other card that came out that I wanted to clarify? I think that was it. Thank you. Thank you, big boy.
Thank you.
My big boy.
I didn't hear a word.
I said thank you.
I didn't even hear a word.
I said thank you, big boy. Okay. Uh-oh. Cards are just falling. Ouch. 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 Somebody don't want me to talk to you. I'm getting... I rebuke. Yeah, let me light my sage. I be feeling them. Yo, when you're an empath, you can feel all that shit, man. These random. Yes. Clear the energy. Protect the energy of myself and the viewer. Collective. I remove negative energy. Protect my baby and my dog and my home. That's what Archie tried to cover right now in the name of Yeshua. Amen. Love and light. That was successful. Thank you, angels. I love when they confirm success. Because I felt tight. I don't know. I feel like that was the first layer. I'm trying not to be on here too long. How long was it? 43 minutes? Okay. I'll try to go ahead and get out of here. Try to keep it at an hour. I'll try not to go over too long. If I get long-winded and stuff, just hold the button down. Because I'm a therapist and a mom. And as soon as I get off of work, I be coming on to you guys. And I have to do dinner. So I truly appreciate anybody who watches my stuff. Because I'm not doing this because I want to. I do this because Spirit tells me to do it. Because if I don't, I get woken up and told to do it. Can't sleep. You get on my nerves, my angels, the ancestors, guys start whooping my behind. Be like, you know you're supposed to say this, and I start getting random downloads of things I have to say, and they won't go out of my head. I mean, it's bad, so I have to be obedient. I learned that a long time ago. Well, it took me too long in my opinion. sorry for taking so long, but I just want to clear it all off and get this new energy, you know? Because I feel like this is that past energy that's been following us around. I want to go into some new energy. I want to go into what you can do, what's going to happen with the energy that you're intending to use right now. Not like future reading, like this is going to happen. Like what the energy that you got right now, what is that going to lead to? Because that's what I was asking, that's what I was asking therapy session. I would ask you the same thing. I was like, what would this lead to? Okay, like I said, if it's too long, just fast forward to live. Because that's what I be doing when I watch other people or watch videos. God knows I'll be fast forwarding. I get it now. I'm not be doing this live. I get it. I know why they take their time. I know why they take their time. Especially because my table's not super, super big, so I can't like OD, you know, like I want to. Because if I OD like I wanted to, I'll have all these cards out and I've been found out all the business. So I have to do that. Okay. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. All right, so let's see what's going on with this accountability. There's 2 angel cards that fell out. So what's going on? Something accountability, music, more confirmations of your music, angel clarity and challenges. Maybe something significant about you and them listening to music, or maybe you've been listening to music a lot. What's hidden up under here? Protection against travel. Whatever you're doing, you being protected for traveling. I don't know if you're thinking about traveling or doing something or going somewhere. If you're thinking about going somewhere, you're being protected. God is deflecting evil away from you right now. So evil is being deflected from you. So if you're thinking about that, you're in good hands. I don't know. I feel like you're thinking about traveling somewhere. And if you are, you're fine. It looks like you're going to be fine. Just think positive thoughts. Okay. Let's talk about this accountability. Let's start off with this deck. Someone needs to take accountability for their actions. Spirit, clarify this accountability. Maybe there's something about the evening time with this older person's older original Barbie. Again, one of you guys could be older than the other one, or just be more mature, or like come up as a mature woman, a mature lady. And maybe one of you guys is more like an evening enchantress, like where you go out at night. Maybe you're more like a night owl. Maybe you're wanting to, okay. So the night owl is wanting to date. Again, the older, more mature one is just living a basic life right now. Okay, so tell me more about this accountability. What accountability needs to be taken? So maybe you didn't tell this person that they were the best thing you ever had. Maybe you pretended that they weren't. This life is a movie with each other. You'll be the best part. They both bring out the best parts of each other. So maybe you feel like this person brings out the best in you and you love that about them. And there's a need for self-love. Maybe you aren't practicing self-love. As you love who you are, you become more confident in your relationship with yourself and with yourself. So maybe if you weren't being confident in your relationship, it's because you didn't have confidence with yourself. Maybe you didn't feel like you were good enough. Maybe you have false sense of confidence, maybe. And maybe that's becoming more clear. Someone finally sees the answer that was always right in front of their eyes. The vision is clear, therefore what is to come shall be clear too. So maybe this is becoming clear to you now that you weren't loving yourself. And I'm not sure which one of you. Maybe both of you. Maybe this is a reading in general for both of you. Maybe you both weren't practicing self-love. That's what it feels like. It feels like you both weren't doing that. That's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up you both aren't doing that. Because it's coming in the middle. Tell me more. Yeah, someone didn't speak up. Yeah, this was a best friend. Best part, best friend. I can't make this up. Clarity. You're getting clarity that this was a good team. You guys made a good team of working together really well. Yeah. And so tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Someone didn't say what they needed to say. It's a beautiful relationship. Tell me what's Queen of Swords. Something about... So this Queen of Swords not saying something about... So the Queen of Swords didn't say something about the community, the people, and you hanging out and what you were doing. So the Queen of Swords didn't say something about what you were doing. Somebody didn't say something about how another... So that last one was at the hot. Someone didn't say something. Confirmation. Maybe you were exploring. Oh. Maybe this is keeping you up. Why does it every time I get these cards, I feel like I get stuck? You're not telling me something. What's going on? What's this exploring? Spirit, what is it that's got them up at night for exploring? But they're not saying. You want to end it. You want to end what? They want to end what? And what does it want to end? You want to stop not... And not speaking, and not coming with it. You want to end not coming. Okay, you want to end not talking and being clear with your words. You want to end not offering a relationship. You want to end not investing energy and time. And you want to bring and offer a relationship, an actual beautiful... You want to offer a Lover's card. It could be a Gemini. You want to bring this beautiful relationship, this partnership to fruition. You want to bring this relationship forth. You want to offer this person a relationship. But something is over. You don't have the relationship anymore. It's over. And you don't have a direction because everything went to kapooey. Because there's hard work. That was just a lot of work. Okay. What made this hard work? How is the viewer staying stuck? You're worried about how it looks. And something about fashion, which is, again, third eye, candles, fashion, something. It's hard work with this witch. Maybe this person's a witch. Maybe it's hard work with this witch. It's hard work with the witch. And privilege came in reverse. What? Why is this tower here? Why is this hard work? Oh, because you can't use privilege, because you can't gaslight. You can't just love and gaslight with the widow. No, you can't do that with a witch. If they're a witch, if they're a fashion witch, if their third eye is open. No, you can't do that. It's not gonna work, right? You can't be the leader. You cannot be their leader. You're not gonna be their leader if their third eye is open and they know, they have intuitive knowing of their reader, if they're tapped in. You're not. That's not how that works. That's not your ranking. Like, that's like being in the military and somebody wants to be a sergeant. You're not the sergeant, bro. Tears. Yeah, that may be sad to you. That may not feel good. Somebody might not like that. Maybe you don't like that. Maybe they don't like that about you. Take that how it resonates. Maybe they don't like that about you. If you're if you're a cross watcher, right? then your person doesn't like that you're more emotional, bit more advanced than they are. Because you're home. They don't like that. They would prefer you not be able to know everything. Or if this is you, you prefer your person to not be able to see. Like, because you lost that privilege. You can't hide. And that would be hard work. You cannot gaslight them. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this privilege card reverse that you don't have the privilege. It makes you sore. Something minor damage. It's not that bad, right? Because you can't put the sexy time what it needed to be. Did you just say it's not that, baby? Then baby, I'm for real. You don't mind being with it, but you'll give her the privilege of being able to hide. Interference, though. You got interference. I love. Ooh, he said. So someone's telling. Maybe someone told you they love you. Maybe someone fell in love with you. Maybe you're a fire sign. Ooh, maybe you're stubborn. Maybe listen to music. Maybe again drum beats. Maybe you like to.
I'm grumpy.
Oh, maybe you're grumpy. Maybe you've been grumpy. Get down from there, Baba. We sit on chairs, not stand and walk on them. Maybe you feel like you wish you could turn back the hands of time. Maybe one of you guys just wish you could just turn back and just do it all over again, you know? Let me see. Tell me more about this turn back the hands of time. Ooh. Right, you want to transmute the energy. No. Spirit says you're trying to love bomb. Bowling, gifts, trips. Maybe you're trying to think about things you can do with them. Or maybe you're thinking about times when you thought you were sublimation, when you thought you were transmuting energy, but you really were love bombing them. Maybe you're learning the difference. Yes, coping skills, so drawing, painting, running, jumping. Maybe this is not sublimation. This is literally just love bombing someone. So maybe you're figuring that that's not transmuting energy. Finding something else to do that's not transmuting energy. Just by itself. Stand by me. Maybe you want them to stand by you. I'm not perfect. Maybe you feel like you're not perfect and you hope they stand by you. Or maybe they hope that they stand. Maybe there's a hope that you'll come back. If you're a cross watcher, maybe you'll stand by them, or somebody's hoping the other person stands. Maybe they're looking at you glow up. Everyone leaves. Why cause you? Why not cause that? Well, maybe they're looking at you leave. Maybe they're looking at you go somewhere. Maybe they're looking at you glow up. Or maybe you're looking at them glow up. Maybe there's been, that privilege card will come there. Maybe you've been minimizing, not sure. It's not that serious, what you've done. Not so serious, Tell me more about this minimizing. I want to know what has the collective been minimizing? What has the collective, my collective, whoever this is following these readings? Good gracious. Because I be feeling it. I know they cross-watchers that watch. I know y'all partners be watching these readings. Yeah. I know y'all partners be watching because I can tell. It's a whole slew. I can tell. Because it'll come through like mixed, like it feels like Golden Girls. It feels like I have two characters in a session. It truly feels like that. I wish I could explain that better. So if my readings sound weird, that's why. The Chariot in reverse. You're minimizing not the standstill. You're minimizing like not going in towards a direction. You're not taking accountability because you didn't take accountability for something. Maybe that was a privilege card. Maybe you feel like you didn't have to. Yeah, you turned your back on something sweet, but you don't want to do that anymore. You want to smell the sweetness again, and you want justice to be served. I think you're ready for justice to be served now. Someone's ready for justice to be served because it's in reverse, and then it kept coming for right. And so it's like now you're like, okay, there's no more lists. Like you're letting go of the list. Or maybe there's a whole bunch of things that you thought were injustice. Maybe you had a whole bunch of lists of things that you thought they did or injustices, and now you're ready to let that go and get your wish fulfillment, your star, this person that you want to of this situation. Take it as it resonates. Yeah. This is a relationship that you feel very tight, but I think maybe you feel like they'd be apprehensive to you. Maybe you feel like they wouldn't want to hug you. They wouldn't want to be around you. Maybe you're worried about that. Tell me more about this. 6 of Cups. Tell me more about this 9 of Cups. There's someone here on the board with a relationship. Tell me more about this 9 of Cups. There's someone who you don't want a relationship with that you want to end a contract with. Maybe you're in a contract with someone else. Tell me more about this relationship. Oh, you're with somebody who was very young and immature and like just a follower and want a pizza and want to fit in and be a part of the crowd. Want to just go eat out with you. Wow, what a big difference compared to the Empress. Wow, no wonder. No wonder you want to go home. You went from an Empress to a child. Might as well call it that. A follower. Just someone who just wants to be seen on social media. Somebody who wants to do whatever. You were looking for sexual healing. Wow. Oh. You were looking for a warm embrace. Oh, you were looking for devotion. And you did not attract it. So what did you attract? You had a good time? Oh, you made moves? You listened to your higher self? Having telepathy? Oh, so you was having a good time, making moves, listening to your higher self. You thought you and this person were like, they had a telepathic bond with each other, and then you didn't want to date them. Why? Is disharmony and breakup? They don't want to break up. They don't want to break up. It's a bit something about it wasn't disharmonious. They didn't want to break up, but is that your soulmate? Exciting news. Let's see what's going on. Who's the soulmate? Who's this? Your spirit is being an asshole to you. Whoever you are, I'm not doing this on purpose. Spirit says your soulmate is to have the hoes. That's your soulmate. That's what you want. Have the hoes. The girls, the band, the fans. Good, exciting news. Your soulmates are fans. Spirit, why'd you say that? So that you'll believe? Damn. Spirit must be being an a-hole to you because maybe you are an a-hole. So one of your partners is sensitive. Ooh. Student, Spirit A. Spirit says, sit down and learn. Maybe you're crazy over them. They're crazy over you. One of you guys are sensitive. Maybe you're feeling sensitive right now. With that was kind of a cold blow. That's why I'm sitting here looking like when your mama says something in the room, you just kind of look away. That's what God just said to you. I just looked away. That was a very sarcastic move. Good God. Maybe you feel like this person's giving you mixed signals. I don't know. Why did it clarify? Why do you think they're giving mixed signals? You think they're in another relationship? Spirit says you worry about the wrong thing. Black and white thinking. You got this twice. Damn. Keep black and white thinking. Please go get a CBT exercise. Go type in. Go and get an app. Go get an app and type in CBT therapy apps. Like look for an app for CBT therapy. You need to check that. That black and white thinking gonna F you up every time. That's why they keep saying your soulmates are these hoes, because all these fans, these groupies. You catch them every time. Maybe you're watching their Snapchat, something with their Snapchat. Investments. Tell me more about this investment. What are they investing in? You invest in the shit statements. Oh, see? The drama triangle. KARP. Kaufman drama triangle. Go to YouTube and type that in. Go to YouTube. Don't listen to me. Go find other people. Let's say you don't like brown women. Go to people who look like you and just type that in. It's called a drama triangle. They do writers who write series like Shonda Rhimes, like Grey's Anatomy, Bridgerton. That's how they create a TV drama. You have to have a persecutor, a victim, and you have to have a rescuer. The rescuer will be the chaser in a relationship, the person who goes running after you, running, chasing. They say, I need to solve your problem. I need to fix it. I need to make it better, right? The prosecutor, this one takes no accountability. They didn't do anything wrong. They come with a list of shoulds. You oughta, you must, you better, you knew better. These are just expectations. These are just expectations. It keeps you in drama. It keeps you in the triangle because there's no accountability here. The persecutor's only job is to never become the victim and never become the rescuer, which makes them stay in the persecutor's off stands. So in a relationship, this looks like someone putting in another person in a courtroom all the time. They're always on trial, hence why they always get accused of things, because they keep using these should statements, unless it's an actual should. But that's where the black and white thinking comes in, because if you think that's a should statement and you're like, yeah, I agree with that, you should, yeah, that checks out, then I cannot help, then this is therapy. Whose rules? Where did it come from? Who created that? Who told you that was a rule? You should take me to dinner. A husband that doesn't take his wife to dinner doesn't love her. Why would you say that? So you're being protected right now. If you're staying through this reading, you're being protected. Because should statements are spells. I told somebody that before. I had an ex. I told my ex that before. I've had a few exes, and I said should statements are they're mental jails. They literally are spell words. And this is why that witch word came out. Like, literally, I'm telling you, witches use the word should. They're spell words. And they're like, yeah, I'm still going to say it. And that's hilarious to me on the inside. Like, I literally just gave you the keys to the kingdom of what to stop doing. And you look at me and do it anyway. And then they literally be shocked when they end up in situations where they're like, that's hilarious. Like, why would you do that? Displacement, exactly. Displacing, taking your feelings out on another person. I keep hitting this thing. So maybe there was hitting. Hangry, someone else's fault. Displacement. So let's say you're hungry, and instead of saying I'm hungry, you're like, oh, what? You kind of just snap at someone. That's displacement. You're taking your feelings out on another person for something else that you were feeling. That is abuse, emotional. And again, something about a child being here. You got nothing to say about the child. Somebody got nothing to say about the child. Something to say about the child. Okay. Let's talk about this exciting news. What's this exciting news that we have coming forth? Besides because the energy that you're heading for now, or wherever you're at now, that's what your new soulmate is. These fans, and that's and you're gonna end up looking like this. So what can the collective do to change their? What can the collective do to change this? When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to light. So again, maybe you're bored, maybe you're feeling bored. Maybe you don't like the universe teaching you. Maybe these lessons are hard. Maybe you need a hug. When I lean on faith in the universe, peace becomes real. So maybe just leaning into faith more. Maybe not always being so calculative and needing to know what's going to happen and what someone's doing. That creates paranoia and anxiety. And if you keep doing that, you're going to keep creating drama series. You create drama when you have the fear of the unknown. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go into Google and type in uncertainty hater, negative thinking pattern. Uncertainty hater, negative thinking pattern. And then read up on that. You'll get yourself in a neurological feedback loop where you become obsessed with trying to research and figure out how to stay safe, which means you have paranoia. I am the dreamer of my dream. So you are creating with the universe, co-creating. This is not happening by chance. This is not an accident. You can dream it. If you think it, you can believe it. All you have to do is believe. People think it's like, it really is just that simple. But when we get into these black and white thoughts, mental filtering, jump into conclusions, again, you may need therapy to kind of define those and find out when you're doing them. You may not know what that's called. Like, I do that all the time. I didn't know that was called that. Putting language and definitions to things creates... you got to put language to it, defining things that you know how to use it. You can look at a lawnmower all day, but until someone says that's a lawnmower, you may not know that's a lawnmower. So defining things, labeling it is good. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So when you align with love, clear direction will be for you. What else can they do? When I'm in alignment with love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. So maybe you need to align with the universe of love. Have you been acting loving? Can you truly say you've been being loving in all moments? Let's see how the soul is just flushed? That's trash. No, you have not been. So you're not going to draw that in. I don't know why people think they can treat someone else like trash and they think they're going to pull in love. That doesn't work that way. I don't know why you think that. And that's how you get into self-righteousness. They deserved it. When you can look at yourself and look at someone crying real tears and tell them they deserve something, that is not the love of the universe. So you could not and should not be surprised when you get that energy back. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. I know someone said they don't believe in karma. It's an older lady. She said, I don't believe in karma. I thought that was very sad. Because she has cancer, but she doesn't believe in karma. She does awful things. I honor how I want to feel. There's a couple ladies I know like that. I met two. I met one older lady. It's a couple, man, I say three people like that. They were like, I don't believe in. And they had like awful things going on with them. I thought that was weird. I don't believe in that, considering what you got going on. Oneness is the true nature, and considering how they was behaving. So maybe perhaps this oneness with nature, this oneness is my true nature. Yeah, I feel like you've been compartmentalizing your whole life, like living a double life, whoever you are. You've been living one way and pretending to be something else. Yeah, see, that hit, definitely confirmation, because you have the Three of Cups hanging out with people and partying and trying to enjoy the crowd, acting like everything's okay. Whenever, after you behave maybe in ways that were not okay. And people will let you do it too. It seems like they're okay with it because maybe they're kind of like the same. And I see that you have been, in some very toxic energy and some very, it's very manipulative, narcissistic energy whenever you have the magician reverse, because this person takes all the magic, all the things that they not, all the tools of manifestation. So their words, their actions, their heart, all the things on the board, the cups, the pentacles, the swords of the words, their money, their time, and you put this towards darkness. Somebody put this towards darkness. I create mindful moments through the day, reminding myself that I am love and a miracle, and miracles are nurtured. So maybe there's a need right now for you to focus on the moments instead of worrying about how you can create. Keep reminding yourself that you're love. Create miracles. What can I do to stop creating this darkness? My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith. Okay, so if you're not happy, if you didn't feel happiness connection, that wasn't your partner, that was you. Your happiness is a direct reflection on your relationship with the universe. No one can make you happy or sad. And maybe you both were doing that. Maybe it's accountability that needs to be happening on both parts. Yeah. I'm going to end it here. Feels like you really just like being around this person, being around them. Maybe something about getting dressed together, styling yourselves, being with them, I feel like getting dressed with them is a vibe. And I feel like day-night Barbie here. You feel like you want them to slow down, or they should slow down. Just because you want something so bad doesn't mean you should rush right into it. Maybe it's neat for you not to rush into something. Maybe you try not to rush. Maybe this person's busy and you don't want to rush into them. Feels like you think they're a superstar. You don't have butterflies anymore. Maybe you used to have butterflies. Oh, you're trying to have faith. You're trying not to let the butterflies get the best of you. You're having a spiritual awakening. They speak your love language. Ooh, my hand hurting. And you try not to be sneaky. And you want to have sexy time. Oof, damn, bad. And you're trying to release. You're having a hard time releasing. But maybe you're trying to release. And you're really, maybe you're getting therapy. Maybe you want to seek therapy. Maybe you want to go to therapy with this person. Maybe you want to see couples counseling. Maybe this should ties and couples counseling. Maybe you want to do that. You think that's fair and that'll be flow. You just want to flow. There's a need for you to, yeah. Maybe it's hard for you to get undressed and get naked, but maybe you wanted to. Ooh, yeah. Maybe you want to get undressed. Yeah, I'm about to leave now. All right, last one. Follow the spark. Follow your heart. Sorry, it's a long reading, guys, but there you go. Follow your heart. Follow the spark. Create by daydreaming. So maybe, you know how we create in 3D is we manifest what we want by seeing it the way we want to see it and feeling it. Like, curl up the corner of your lips. And this attachment, maybe you still need to let things go. Spirit, what does this person need to let go of before they return? Because it looks like this person's looks like you're thinking of doing something. Oh, okay, whoever this is, you're like, all right, you see how ugly something is. You want to let go. You don't want to come with this fiery energy. You're still having a hard time reflecting, but I don't know, something about having a hard time seeing. But this relationship is everyone's seeing the breakup, and you don't like how something looks. Tell me more about this. Yeah, you don't like how something looks. You haven't taken accountability yet, so you want to take a leap of faith. You just don't have the words. So it just hasn't happened yet. It feels like you're in a stuck energy. You're just trying to do something. Yeah, you just haven't made any moves. Whoever this is, you just haven't done anything yet. You're still in. You just haven't had the wheel of fortune. There's no phone calls. You just haven't been successful, and maybe you're still being stubborn and just like not really knowing what to do. Maybe you're just still in this. You're still in this emperor energy right now of maybe you're not coming very mean or rude, but again, there's just nothing coming forward. Like there's no lesson to me. There's no fortune. There's no communication. This burn book, is being talked about the situation, and maybe you're worried about the situation being talked about. Yeah, about maybe you playing around or maybe not playing. Yeah, with feminine, the doctor. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. If you enjoyed the reading, hopefully you did. Talk to you soon.